are back. We do have our maybe final round. We've got 3 undefeateds left. We've got our Vegapunk player, our Rob Lucci player, and then we've got Bonnie sitting at table 2 playing against a Rob Lucci. So if Bonnie loses at table 2, this is our finals, which generally thinking, I think Bonnie has a bit of a hard matchup in the Rob Lucci. So this is likely our finals, and we'll have to see as we get there.
Yep. That is the thing of, did you have this on your bingo card kind of thing? Did you have Vegapunk in the almost finals of a treasure cup, right? So hey, if Bonnie does lose and Vegapunk wins here, it's going to be a nice 9-0 sweep for him.
Yeah.
And that is something to say.
Yeah, I agree on that. And additionally, too, something that I've noticed after doing a lot of card games is that last weekend we had 3 large events in North America. We had 1 event in San Diego, 1 in Wisconsin, and then 1 online. And something that I've seen from these is that when you go do these online events, people usually play a more conservative deck, in the sense like a deck that they know, that they've tried out before, just because for most people traveling to another state and everything else is such a big investment. They don't really want to throw it away, right? On the other side, though, for an online event like this, where you're allowed to be, you're at the comfort of your own home or someone's home, and then you're able to, the overhead is way less. You are able to, you don't mind if you just go, 0-3 drop, and then you just get to go back home, right? So I think that's something that. What to say is that people play a little bit more adventurously on these online events due to the ease of access to them. I find.
Oh, definitely. I'm kind of the opposite, man. I'm gonna play whatever I want because I am so
For
have
sure.
that easy access, right? Like if I'm traveling, spending all the money and just a lot of my time, definitely gonna you know play whatever I think is like very very good and optimized. Vegapunk, I have no idea. This mount now may be the conservative pick
Yeah,
after
it could be
after
a
today.
definitely more conservative pick if
Yeah,
it just casually goes 9-0 in an event.
yeah.
All right. So it looks like we're going to be passing it back, and we're going to have. Oh, thinking about, yeah. Okay. Yep. 3 Dawn available.
Yeah, they're not available. Already got the good old 6K blocker out of this life here. Good old beautifully swing. I'm guessing they went down to 4. No, it's kind of hard to say. Their
Yeah.
life is a little slightly off the camera
I'll
now.
let the judge know.
Yeah. Do you have the stage card so that way we can go ahead and re-stand our Daft Punk boy? Get it? Because it's Vegapunk,
I get
Daft
it.
Punk.
No, I'm just making
Oh,
sure
okay,
that
okay.
I'm working on
Okay,
production
okay.
stuff. So I'm making sure that the camera.
I was just making sure. I think the other part of this is we're gonna go ahead and get another trigger. I think this is the one that's just a 5K body, so pretty easy to get that one down.
Yeah, but it definitely needs to. Both setups are a little suboptimal, right? The shadow from this is a little bit rough, and I'm asking the judges for that,
Mhm.
because again that needs to be adjusted there.
Sure. Yeah.
And we do get the stage out, which is pretty impactful. This did carry the matchup we saw earlier, and that does help quite a lot because it does restand our attacker afterwards.
Yeah, that was what we used earlier on the first turn after they take their life. It looks like, yeah, there you
Yep,
go.
there's the life, and then we'll see if we can get the Vegapunk set up a little bit better, because it's, again, like they keep putting their hand in the shadow, and that makes it a little bit tougher.
Yeah.
And they are going to be doing that, so we do get to get that.
Just the lighting, maybe.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, the biggest thing too is that we've been streaming for 6 hours. We're in the winter, daylight savings. And what I'm saying is that like the sun moves so quickly and so much that it changes. Yeah, this is way better. All right, appreciate both players adjusting their setups for this.
Yeah, especially in the potentially last round. Don't want any
Nerves are
mishaps.
already there, right? So making it, if having to adjust your setup can make a big difference. But I do appreciate that. This looks way better.
I agree. Well, shout out to them. We have the Borsellino on board. I think this was a pass turn to Vega. Swinging 5K, I believe, right? This is just a 5K.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to swing a 6K twice here. Not taking the free block. I guess it's either or. Like if they swung at it, he can use the 1K anyway, so no biggie. And we have our Variety of Dawn. I didn't notice that last time that we were watching Vega, but
yeah, we've been seeing it pretty much all day. So, in case you guys don't know, a new set came out this week. It's the best set. It's a reprint set, but notably, I think it has 30 plus Dawn, 30 new designs based on all the leaders that are in this game and different character leaders. So, they're very fancy, and you'll definitely see like a huge variety of. I think a lot of people's Dawn game are going to be stepped up in the next couple weeks.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, people really like those Gear 10 Dawn. The jumping over the moon kind of thing. Is it a moon? Man, that's a Mandela effect, actually.
Yeah, it's I think the moon's in the background. I think it's like an ET kind of situation.
Right. All right. Sorry, not Gear 10, Gear 5. But yeah, it's interesting. Very, very interesting. Now we're just trying to fiddle with our Dawn ourselves. Trying to maybe plan our next turn as our Vegapunk plays a couple more cards and swing 7. Interesting, I'm going 7. Maybe we have a searcher or something like that. I was thinking of them going to 8, so that way this block is not going to be as effective. But
yeah, but we still have Vegapunk's effect we haven't used yet, so we're going to use that, and we get to either put the card in our life or on the board. We're going to have an active blocker with the Shaka due to the stage, but it might be a little bit tough to do that. I mean, right now, I think we have the Nami in our hand. We would love to be able to get the removal on that Borsellino with it, but we just don't right now. And it looks like we're going to put in the new Bonnie into our life. It has the effect to draw 2 and trash 1. So pretty solid inclusion there. And we're going to get the Shaka back active.
Right. Which is nice. That stage is doing so much work. As soon as you play it down, you're able to just use it every single turn.
Yeah. I think it did more work in the Doflamingo because we still have a lot of removal potential from the Rob Lucci. But in the case of the Doflamingo, they have they have a really hard time getting rid of these 5-cost cards.
Yeah, true.
But one thing I'll also say is that Borsellino is not a standard tech in Rob Lucci right now. It's kind of just a decision point. And because of that, though, it's something that I think Vegapunk's going to have a bit of an issue just removing in the first place. Most of our effects are just popping it. We might have some ways to put it into our life, but we generally want that for better cards. So it's just going to be, I think, around for most of this game.
I can probably agree with that.
All right, and we do get the Frankie. I think there's only 4 cards in hand for Vegapunk right now. But I think the biggest thing, too, is that regardless on how good Vegapunk necessarily is into this format, it is definitely one that is a knowledge check. It gets played every once in a while, but it's not, I think, the forefront of the meta. And if you are seeing this the first time ever, and it's potentially finals in a big tournament like that, that's pretty intimidating.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Looks like we are going to, I believe, 7 or 8 Dawn for our Vegapunk. And we're going to see what we want to do with it. We do have 2 cards in life, including the Bonnie, which is quite nice. Yeah, I think we're at 7 Dawn, so we could use use leader effect and play a 6k or 6 cost. I know that we saw Charlotte Linlin 6 cost from the new Star deck in this build recently, which is an interesting add too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, as we see here with Vega, I mean, we're going to see more and more different ads and things like that. But we're also going to see the very standardized decks like Rob Lucci trying to navigate through those things. So, um, pretty interesting to see the dynamic. We
Yeah,
go ahead and
play the
use one of
Nami.
these dons. Yep. Pitch the other one.
Yeah, and then we will have 3 or less cards in hand, so we will be able to get to essentially cycle. This Nami's been such a huge ad for this deck, and essentially many others. Oh, and we now get a 7k rush from this ace, and we're going down to 1 card in life. Wow, that's a statement.
I wonder what the goal is for that one.
Yeah, because we could have blocked in 2k, but if we didn't have it, that is
Yeah,
that's we have a pretty poor hand.
right.
All right, looking like deciding on what to do. We've got 8 Dawn right now, so we could play Moria. Probably deciding what our best card to play from that.
Um,
If we knew we were playing Moria, I would have likely blocked with Borsalino just to be able to bring it back.
yeah, that's a good point. At least have that as an option because right now we have what like Rob Lucci. I didn't see Rebecca, but I could be wrong.
All right, attacking into our leader, we do get the draw 2 and trash 1 from the Bonnie. Getting rid of a Pythagoras in our hand. Okay, so spending a Dawn for the Tempest Kick, which means we are not playing a Rob Lucci or a Moria this turn, though we could be playing a Jack to get some removal. But at the same time, we've got some pretty big attackers. Yeah, it looks like it will be the Jack there.
Okay, I had to step away for 2 seconds. What did I miss?
We were able to play out the Jack with the Tempest Kick. Get the removal on the Shaka. Vegapunk's down to 1 life, but it's a little bit scary. Not a lot of cards in Lucci's hand. We got 1 life, 1 blocker, and we've got 3 moderately large swings that can happen from Vegapunk.
Yeah, being at 1, yeah, that it's definitely something. But the Jack does provide a couple of different hurdles if they're not successful with that.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Ace is coming down.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the 7. And we do get out of it with 3 1Ks, so no 2Ks currently in hand is what we're saying. And you know what? Let's just try another 7. Oh, now we're worried. Now we're worried.
Oh,
Is there a card that can exist that can interact with us? We are at 1 life, so Amru, Flame Slice, any of these cards can really just interact with the blocker. We could just do some. I don't know. It's just a scary spot.
That's yeah. I was like the biggest decision is like when you want to use the block for Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of just answer that one.
All right.
And it comes another 7K, right?
Yeah. We know this one's going to be taken. We're going down to 4 cards in hand. And we could play 2 moderately large sized bodies now. Looks like we're going to start with 6. If this is the. Oh, no, this is 5. This is 5 for the Shaka. And then we could, for 1, just depending on what we're afraid of, right? If we're afraid of losing, we put another card into our life. If we're not, maybe put another card active on board. Oh, and we are. So this is a bit of a call out saying I don't think you can remove my blocker and give me 2 damage. And we'll kind of see what happens. So we're gonna pass the turn. We could use our stage to restand one of our bodies, but it looks like we've forgotten to use that effect because we can get
No
either
big deal.
the Nami or the I believe we can get the Nami or the S snake, right?
Yeah, it's 5 or less.
Yeah, let me double check.
Am I right on that? Let me look. I was looking at that right now. Yeah, if you have 3 or less life cards, 1 egg type character, 5 or less to active.
Yeah, which I think are everything but the ace that's currently rested, but
Okay, I don't think it's that big of a deal.
no, I think likely going for board or not. So for 1, I'd say the only thing that you have to be Ice Age the Shaka, use the Jack effect to remove it, and then with the Dawn that we have, I think we can do 2 8s. Oh, but we're playing the Rebecca.
Um,
Gonna play the Brook, which is gonna get rid of the thing there. Okay. Yeah, now we're in danger. Now we can just lose. We might have needed to put
yeah,
that
that life.
that into life.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think just having that was a little bit better because it's gonna get played anyway, right?
Yeah, and so we have a 9k attack going in, and then we have a 10k. And what is our last life?
Is it a blocker?
It is. Oh, it is the Rayquaza.
Wow,
Oh,
it's
that
a block.
is huge.
It's pretty much a blocker.
Yeah, you just got rewarded anyways.
Dang. Wow. That's yellow for you, baby.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like maybe if we attacked with leader first, we can use that. But yeah, I think that's just gonna end the game here.
I think so too.
All right, just deciding on what they can do with it, but definitely a scary spot. Yeah, just gonna block. Oh, are we? No, don't. Big 6K? Do we have a 2? Okay, we have a 2. All right, he needs to calm down. He needs to. He's scaring me over there.
Hey man, but the win with Vegapunk? Come on now.
Yeah, you're right.
On the main stage? Come on. A little nerves. It's okay.
All right. Well, yeah, we just got 9K and then a bunch of other attacks.
Mm-hmm.
This should be game on the Shaka.
On the Shaka.
The savior from the trash, and that is it.
There you go. GG's.
So
okay.
Yeah, Vegapunk currently 9-0 in this. This might be our final round, so this might be our winner for the weekend. Give me. We'll go back to us for a second and see at table 2.